What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, we're going to be going through some interesting news that came out actually like last night before I went to sleep. And it's kind of interesting because it was actually news that we had no idea was ever going to be coming out, and then they just kind of like dropped it on us last minute, and it's actually should be happening sometime today. So it's pretty weird, right? Because what happened is there was like a quote-unquote like V-Jump scan release or leak in some sort of Japanese magazine that did reveal that this new Shanks character was going to be arriving on One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan for the 100 million download celebration on the 4th of December 2018. Now, Japan time, it is currently the 4th of Japan 2018, and last night there was a download that put this character into the game, and the way that you get him is just by logging in. You log in and you get this free character. And it's really weird. I don't know why the JP side of the game is getting this character. I would assume the global side of the game should also be getting this character, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is something really interesting because when this character got revealed to be coming out, one thing that I immediately thought of is the fact that we will probably be getting a new legend character for the 100 million download celebration. Now, you know that currently on Global, there is the Sugo-Fests right now with the Gear 4 and Nami. That is the road to 100 million download celebration. That's not the official celebration. So, there will be an official 100 million download celebration Sugo-Fest, and I do think it is going to be bringing along a new legend character. Now, I just want to quickly go ahead and have a look at previous releases of login characters that kind of have hinted towards specific, legends that have come out. So this was one of the first login characters that we received, like that actually was not too bad. So this was the Trafalgar Law character. This character was just a basic captain effect, boosting belly and EXP, 2.25 rainbow, and just a regular special. This character, I believe, to my knowledge, came out with the release of V1 Sanji and guaranteed Gear 4 Luffy, with the whole Dressrosa vibe and stuff like that. So that was the release of this particular login character. Next login character that we got after that was this Koala character. Now, this Koala, very similar captain effect. I think it's the exact same captain effect with a slightly different special ability. This character came out with the release of Legend Lucy. So you have Koala and Lucy. There's a kind of like a relation there, kind of like how this is Dressrosa Law along with Gear 4 Luffy and also with V1 Sanji. And then you had this login Pudding, who Global only just got relatively recently, which is why I think that Global might hold off on this celebration because, we only just got another login character. So if they give us another one back to back, I'd gladly take it, but I think it'd be a bit weird. But this character came out with the release of Gear 4 Luffy and Legend Nami with the whole Whole Cake Island theme and Pudding. So, the fact that we are now getting another login character with Shanks, this artwork is amazing, by the way, with Shanks from the East Blue Saga giving Luffy the straw hat. Now, let's just go over what he does really quick. He's a side booster, so he actually has a completely different captain effect to all of the other login characters that were actually received thus far. The fact that he's a side booster and he does some healing, and he also boosts strength and side characters by 1.5 and heals 2000 HP. I don't really know why it's strength and side. I mean, he himself is a side unit. I mean, it could be just the fact that, the Kid Luffy character, the original Luffy that you get at the start of the game is a strength character. It could be just, paying homage to that. But it is quite weird. One thing as well, compared to the other login characters that we've received, this character is actually a 5-star character, and all the other login characters that I just went through before with Pudding, Koala, and Law, those guys, I believe, are 4-star characters. So it is a little bit strange that they're just going to be giving away this character. It could honestly just be just kind of like a reward for saying, thank you for 100 million downloads. Here's a really cool artwork of a Shanks character. But it could also hint towards the fact that we could be getting a new legend character. Now, what legend could we be getting along with the 100 million download celebration? So, as I said before, we got the Gear 4 Luffy V1 Sanji with Law, we got Lucy with Koala, and we got Gear 4 Luffy and Nami with Pudding. So, with Shanks, we got to think of characters that have some sort of a relation to Shanks, and in particular, this specific artwork of Shanks, because this is the East Blue Saga of Shanks. Now, immediately when I thought of this, I was thinking it could potentially be you know, an East Blue Saga rare recruit batch, you know, with some characters like the Logtown Smoker, Arlong, Alvida, Kuro, Don Krieg. I think that would be a really cool Sugo-Fest batch, considering, you know, those characters on Treasure Cruise, they're honestly like really bad, and there haven't been good versions of those characters for like forever, basically. So I think it would be awesome if we got like a rehash of the East Blue Saga, potentially with like a Legend Logtown Smoker or a Legend Arlong, and then a bunch of other rare recruits along with that. That would be fantastic. But also another way that they could go about this is they could do a V2 Mihawk, and I think that is a very high possibility of happening, just because of the fact that, you know, Mihawk and Shanks, we know, have a history together, and I think it would be cool if, you know, we actually got a brand new Mihawk legend, because, you know, Mihawk, it's been a while since he's been released. He was like one of the early legends in the game, and he's still pretty good to this day. You know, he got a 6+, of course, he's fantastic, but I do think that getting a V2 Mihawk would be quite nice, especially with the fact that there has been a limited rare recruit Pedro that actually came out on Japan recently, and he is a slasher related character. He does, for 1 turn, reduce defensive enemies to 0. When the crew consists of 5 or more slashes, change adjacent orbs into matching, and for 1 turn, he's a 2x conditional defense down booster. So, I don't know, it could be hinting towards the fact that, you know, we could be getting a V2 Mihawk as a slasher unit, because they've obviously brought along this brand new limited rare recruit Pedro. However, obviously, it does also mean that, you know, this Pedro is also really good for the brand new Legend Carrot as well. If you do decide to run a mono slasher team with the Carrot as your captain, that can actually work with this Pedro. But it's pretty interesting to see what they're actually going to be doing with this. Another thing that I did think of, but I think it's like a very big long shot, is if they did Legend Kaido. I think it's way too early for Legend Kaido, but as we know, Shanks was the one who stopped Kaido from interfering with the Marineford War, so I think that that might be a little bit of a long shot. However, that would be insanely hype if they brought out Legend Kaido, because I know he's one of the characters that a lot of people have been waiting to see. But other than the East Blue Saga characters, a V2 Mihawk or a Kaido, I don't really think there are too many other characters they could put in. I mean, they could make a V2 Buggy. I hope they don't do that, but I think V2 Buggy could also be on the table, but I definitely think Mihawk or East Blue characters would be an amazing Sugo-Fest batch to go with. But, you know, this could also just be just a login character. It has no relation to anything, and it could be something else random for the 100 million download celebration. But either way, I'm pretty excited to see what's going to be coming up for One Piece Treasure Cruise, and not only just the JP side of the game, but also if Global's going to be getting a similar celebration, and I really hope we do, because obviously the 100 million download celebration celebrates all versions of the game cumulatively reaching 100 million downloads together. So I think it would be nice if all versions of the game celebrated with a very similar Sugo-Fest between all versions at the same time, introducing a brand new character. I think it would be a massive celebration. I think it would be absolutely wicked. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on what you think could be coming for One Piece Treasure Cruise, Global, Japan, Korea, or the traditional Chinese version. I'd love to hear you guys and what your opinions are on this Shanks character. As I said, the artwork is fantastic. But that is going to conclude this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.